Okay, so I'm going to select these edges here, like that, and we're going to chamfer them 0.01. Okay. Before moving on, I just want to check this area because we were messing around with it too much. That's 3 vertices, see? That would have caused us problems. Okay. So, just like this top vertex and see, 2 vertices, just hit weld. That way everything just works. Don't select them both and hit weld because that will just turn them into one vertex. Just select one or top one. Okay. Now go back to edge. Now hit Control and select polygon, this button over here, and manually deselect any of the outside polygons, like so. Okay. And that seam, go ahead and delete it. Okay. Now, what I want to do is select this one, and this one, and I want to detach them. Call them headlight glass. I could recreate it later, but it's already set with the correct proportions now, so might as well keep it. Okay, select mesh smooth and symmetry and copy them. In your headlight glass, hit paste instanced. Okay, and oops, sorry, wrong button. Hit on your layers button, create a new layer, and call it headlights glass, and just hide it for now. Okay. Make sure you check the default button, so when you're creating new objects, you don't create them hidden. Okay. Okay. So now, as you can see, this body is separate from this body over here. Okay. There we go. There's a separation in between. Okay. What I want to do before moving on is just add a bit more curvature to this line. So like this one in between, and connect with one. From your side view, just move it upwards just a bit. And let's just adjust this. Like so. Okay. Just adds a bit more curvature to the car. Like so. Okay. So it looks good so far. See, the whole point is that we're just going on making tiny adjustments, and they all account for your final results. So make sure this looks correct. There are a few chamfered edges here. Well, not chamfered, but too close together. No, that's okay. Okay. So, select this edge over here, just loop it around a few times. Okay, now hit Control and select your vertices, and then go back to the edge and backspace. Go back to your vertices and backspace again. We can add that later, but what it did for now is that it removed the corner that was bulging out here. Okay, now we can just start modeling normally, and everything will work out. What I want to do now... Sorry, you don't have to do this, I'm just testing something out. just leave it for now. Okay. Grab this edge over here and pull it all the way here. Alright, for now that looks okay. Okay, it's pretty rough, but I'm gonna adjust that in a bit. Okay. Let's select this edge over here. Sorry, before we do that, let's just save body 5. Okay, select this edge, loop it around. No. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to select it one by one then. Select this edge, careful not to confuse them. Here, here. Okay. And here. Now, let's chamfer. Actually, that's not chamfer. Actually, yeah, why not? Chamfer to 0.01. Now, zoom in. Easiest way to zoom in on an edge is just select vertices and just hit Z. Okay. Select the outer edge and loop it around. It should loop all around the car. Nope, it didn't. Oh, I see why. Before doing anything, fix these edges. When you come across a face that looks like this, just choose your target weld tool and target weld two vertices together and just move them around so they look correct. Okay. Again, same problem here. Just select top vertex and weld it. Okay. Now select the outer edge and loop it around. There we go, loops perfectly. And shift and drag it down. Just a small, not too much. That should be okay for now. Okay. Now, mesh smooth. Okay. Now, you're going to select this edge and this edge right. Oh, sorry. No, can't get it. This edge right here, and you're also going to select, leave that one for now. You're also going to select this one, no, this one. It should be okay. Now, so you have 3 edges selected, and loop them around. Okay, so they can select all the edges in between the chamfers we made, and chamfer them to 0.01. Okay, there we go, they created nice looking headlights. Of course this part hasn't been modeled well yet, so just ignore that for now. Okay. Now go back to the edge we didn't select, here, and loop it. Nope. Sorry, don't loop it, just... Actually, hang on, don't try this up, let me just test something. What happens if we set it to 1? No, too much. No. Should be okay. so this is what you should have. Okay. I think it's shall I do it now? No. I think it's best to leave. Actually, no. Let's do it because we're going to chamfer it anyway later on. You don't have to do this. I'm just testing things out. Oh. Just testing what it looks like. Oh yeah, that looks fine. Okay. So here's what I did. Oh, just a quick explanation. Sometimes things will look a bit bulgy and weird in the actual model, but don't worry about that. Your actual geometry could be correct. In the render it will look just fine. It just seems that way in the viewport. So here's what I'm trying to say. So zoom in on these vertices right here. Okay. Select this edge and that one and chamfer them to 0.1. Now don't connect that line across and just mesh smooth. This is what it looks like. Here it looks like a weird corner, but in our actual render it will look fine, and plus when we start lifting this edge up it'll look fine. To help, we can just sort of lift this up a bit. Okay. Alright, now it's starting to look like the Gallardo. Okay. So, let's just save this as body 6. I like to have a lot of save files. Just helps. Okay. This part is really bugging me now, so let's just move it backwards. Align it with the actual car. Okay. As you can see, they sort of overlap here. That happens because this part is fully chamfered and cornered and extruded, and this isn't at all. It's just a normal plane. It'll get fixed when we start extruding edges. Okay, I like to keep all the extrusions and chamfers to the very end when I've set the basic shape of the model. This is good because you can chamfer everything at once. When chamfering one line and then chamfering the next, you sort of have to go in and target 12 points manually. So when you chamfer them together, you don't have to do anything. Everything's just done automatically. Okay.